Okay, we're down here now with puppy Ziggy for our week 1 video recap. Hi, Ziggy. So in these recap videos, what we're going to do is just go over all the behaviors that we've been practicing with these puppies for the last week so you can see how they're doing with everything. Oh, do you got that toy, Ziggy? Where are you taking it? Where are you taking it? Huh? These puppies, very food motivated. They love to play. Really great litter. Where's your toy? So we're just going to jump right into it. I've got some snacks here. And the very first thing that we practice with these pups for week 1 is charging the clicker. So introducing the clicker. I'm going to show you how we do that. Okay, so I got my snacks, I got my clicker. And we're just going to click, and then I'm going to feed Ziggy a treat. Good boy. So we're going to do that for 3-4 reps in a row, and that's pretty much what we're going to do with all the training exercises. I don't know, do things maybe like 3 to 5 times in a row, and then move on to the next thing. That's a good boy, Ziggy. Very nice. So after we've charged the clicker, just clicking and handing them a piece of food for a few reps, then we're going to move into following the food lure. So this time I'm going to hold the piece of food in my hand. I'm going to show Ziggy that I have it. And I'm just going to move him around, following the food in my hand before I click the clicker and release the treat. Okay, so we'll do that a couple more times. Good boy, Ziggy. Very nice. Look at that tail wag. We can also pair following the food lure with their name. Ziggy. So we start to teach the puppy what their name is. Ziggy. Good boy. That's a sweet boy. Okay, from there we move on to our next behavior, which is a hand target. So the hand target is teaching the puppies to target their nose to our palm. Let's see what that looks like here. We call this Ziggy touch. Good boy. So as soon as I feel his nose hit my hand, I click the clicker, and then I feed him a treat. We'll let him finish that one. Ziggy touch. Good job, Ziggy. Very good boy. I'm gonna make sure the puppy's done eating that piece of food before we ask him to do it again. Ziggy touch. Wow, good job. So he targets his nose to my hand, I click the clicker, feed him the treat. Go get it. So you'll also notice me maybe tossing a piece of food on the ground like I just did and saying something like, go get it. Or maybe I'll say, okay, if I'm moving them off of the mat or out of a position change. We want to get in the habit of giving our dogs permission to get the food if we throw it on the ground. Ziggy, go get it, because later on in life, you might teach your puppy something like a leave it, which means you're not allowed to go after something that I drop on the ground. So it's good to get into that habit now. All right, let's see. After our hand targets, we do the first step in a mat. Look at, he already knows what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to put the mat down on the ground. This is going to turn into a stay type behavior, but we teach this in little steps. So step 1 is I put the mat down on the ground, and I want the puppy to get 4 feet on there. Mark that with my clicker. Feed them a couple treats for being on the mat. And then this is where I'm going to use my release cue. Ziggy, okay. I'm going to release him off the mat, and then let's pick that up, move it, and do it again. Okay, Ziggy. Good boy. Okay, so in week 1, I don't really care if the puppy is sitting, standing, or laying down. Ziggy's already laying down on the mat. All I care about in week 1 is just that they're on the mat. And then next week I will require this kind of a position. Ziggy's already doing it though. Okay. I'm gonna release him off. Oh, big stretch. Okay. There you go, buddy. Sometimes they don't want to come off the mat, which I don't really mind either. Oh, dropped one. You want to do one more? Good boy, Ziggy. You're so smart. Good job. Oh, that's gonna fall apart. Ready? Okay. Did you see him start to get up and go back down? Good boy. Okay, you can get it. Okay. You're a funny boy. You're so funny. Okay, the next thing that we practiced is introducing position changes. So in week 1, we focus mostly on sits. Oh, are you going to use the potty box? Go ahead, bud. You need a potty break? Gotta take a potty, or are you just sniffing? What do you think? Gotta go potty? We can do it. Okay, no accidents. You were just outside. Sit. What a good boy. What a good boy. Okay. We can use our release cue with our position changes as well. So I asked Ziggy to sit, and then I'm telling him he can move out of position with the okay cookie. Okay. But he's not even going for it. That's yours. You can have it. Ready? Okay. Get it, buddy. Oh my God, you're so silly right now. You're so sleepy. There you go. Yeah, you got it. Let's do that again. Ziggy, sit. So smart. Good job, bub. Okay. There you go. All right, in week 1, we usually just practice our sits, but these pups were doing so well, I did actually introduce a couple other positions too. What are you doing, Ziggy? Are you checking out the toy over there? Hey, look. Good job, Bob. Sit. There you go. So we did also practice down. Good job, buddy. As well as finished up. Stand. Good job. Is that a big one? Okay, get it. So the next thing that we're going to do is practice some restraint. So I'm going to come down here onto the floor with Ziggy. Where are you? Come here. I've got some food in my hand. Okay, so I'm going to lure him to come out. Here we go. I'm holding the food in my hand. I'm not using the clicker for this one because I'm going to start just by petting him. I'm going to take this hand and bring it under his belly, and I'm just going to hold him still. Okay. After a few seconds of holding him still, I'm releasing him with the okay cookie. Let's do that from the other side. Are you starting to get full? I feel like this is the first time one of these puppies has acted like they're full. Okay, good boy. Come here, bud. And now we're also going to practice body parts. Yes. So I'm just picking up, gently massaging an ear. We'll do that to a couple of his feet too. Yes. He's getting full. I could tell he's getting full because after I give him a cookie, instead of re-engaging with me, he's starting to kind of wander around, look to see if there's other stuff to do, right? So I think we're gonna end it there for Ziggy. So the handling different body parts, we've been doing this all week, just gently picking up, massaging an ear, different feet, do his tail, right? We wanna get our puppies comfortable with different types of handling because that's gonna help immensely with groomer and veterinary visits. And then the very last thing that we did with these puppies, oh, is there something stuck under there? Come here. Is we socialized them to their harnesses. You're a lot bigger than the other puppies in this litter, Ziggy. So we got them dressed in their harnesses. Sometimes in week 1, the puppies act like they are paralyzed in their harnesses, but these dogs have been doing really good. What do you think, buddy? So we just want to put their harnesses on and let them kind of walk around or play with them in their harnesses a little bit, just so they're getting used to that. Important for the socialization process. Good boy, Ziggy. Look at, there's another crumb over here if you want it. So in your initial confirmation email, you will have seen that there's a link that will take you to a video library, some handouts and a video library. I would strongly encourage you to watch those videos. They're going to go into more detailed instruction on how we train all these behaviors and why. So if there's something that I was doing that you're like, why is she doing that? Or I'm not exactly sure exactly what she did. Watch those videos because it will break all of that down for you. That will be incredibly helpful for when your puppy goes home. You know what to work with them at home as well. What to keep working on with them once they go home. And then also in that initial confirmation email, there is a link to book your Zoom lesson for after your puppy goes home. If you click on that right now and it doesn't look like I have Zoom availability, just be patient. It will open up before the pups go home. So that's everything that we covered for week 1. Make sure you check out that video library. If you have any questions, send us an email, but we will see you next week for the week 2 recap.